green-white Enchantress in Standard today. This deck is so cool. It did really well in the recent RCs. It's been doing well in Magic Online challenges too. We have a lot of different enchantment synergy cards like Jukai Naturalist, Generous Visitor, Hallowed Haunting, Matilda. And then we have some of the best enchantments in the format: Ossification, Companion, Restoration, all these amazing enchantments. One of the really exciting cards here is Rite of Harmony. It triggers off your enchantments, and then like a bunch of your enchantments make creatures. Rite of Harmony very easily becomes like draw 3, draw 4, even early on in the game. This hand, I assume we're meant to keep this hand. Very fast hand. Hey Gwen, Meowdy. Read in stream? Yeah, maybe reading later. Maybe reading later. If I enjoy the deck, we can have a look at Pascal's article. Oh, hey good to see you. Oh no, my visitor. Got strangled. Okay, that is unfortunate. I think I just go for this, right? Get the value train going. Get the value train going. Silly Pokemon conference. I hope it goes okay and you aren't too sleepy for it. How's the lighting today, by the way? I have it set. I have the blinds slightly open for once. I don't know if it's better like this or if it's better as spooky nighttime rain. Feedback appreciated. You'll be very EP. You will be very EP. The EPiest. This cannot block. You should attack. Cool. We got there. Hey, we drew a land. That is fantastic. This is 5 mana. Cool. Let's go Generous Visitor. Just play the other teachings. Get both of these online. Not be too bad, right? Probably not putting a counter on this because it's probably going to die regardless. Hey, yeah. Next turn, if we miss our land drop, we can cast this, dig for the 5th land for Catilda. Alright. It's going pretty okay. Ooh, a squee. Annoying. I'm just gonna block this. Oh, we get to cast the Haunting this turn. Alright, I think I put a counter on the Spirit. I think we're gonna Shields Up behind the Spirit token, right? Now we just have a 5/5 on defense. It makes it really hard for them to actually attack. Maybe it's better to put the counter here though, then we have a 2/2 for their 1/1 and we have a 4/4. But this can now block Raichu, I guess is my thinking. Now Raichu can't attack. Hopefully we can just draw the land next turn. Get this Catilda online. Make the game pretty easy. Get in there, visitor. It's just passing through. Opponent, come on. Come on now. Chipping away with 1 damage, yeah. I believe in them. Let me introduce you to legendary creatures. I could block this, then they can't lightning strike it. That's probably fine. A new mechanic from March the Machines. Yeah, legendary creatures are really new, so people aren't very used to playing against them. Land. I guess I will cast this. You're a lifelinker. Pretty nice. Oh, it does cost me 2 life though. Be a problem. Yeah, that's what legendary means. You're limited to 1 in your deck. Bit of a strange mechanic, really. Oh, this creature. Break hard. Alright, that gives us Catilda next turn. So as long as we don't die this turn, they lose the game next turn. I guess they could hold open a removal spell, but like, I don't know. We just have to survive 1 turn. We just need them to not have like free burn spells in hand. And we'll be doing pretty good. Oops. Alright, lifelink it down. I'm very okay with that. That does not matter at all. Very low down on the list of things that matter. Alright, we should just block all of these. Maybe not all of them. Maybe I block like this. There's no combination of 2 spells that kills me then. On 6. I don't let them dig. Oh, they're just killing my garbage anyway. There can only be 1. Oh, I missed that rule. That rule's so good, Unrivaled. It's kind of awful. It's actually kind of awful, but it's really funny. Which is the most important thing. It's really funny. Alright, I would like to put a Catilda on my garbage creature. Is this acceptable? Do they play with fire? That would be a no. In fact. 9/9? Alright. Well, this Catilda card's pretty good against mono red, apparently. Ernie's Catilda card's pretty good against mono red. Okay, Circle of Confinement seems delightful. Alright, I feel like the 3 mana Banishing Light effects are a lot of mana. I feel like Rite of Harmony and Hallowed Haunting aren't necessarily what we're in the market for here. Actually, Hallowed Haunting is probably worse than Rite of Harmony, huh? Like, just paying 4 mana for this is so much. Then we can have Wedding Announcement. I don't know if we want this. I don't know, it could be good sometimes. Up like the one of fun of right. There's a sideboard plan. Oh, hey 4C, the best result of that ever was definitely to play Baby Jace as Mind Sculptor removal is so good, right? I loved that. Oh, Flagstones? Yeah, Flagstones got a lot worse. Or a bit worse. It was still pretty sweet, but I played Flagstones around about that time, I think. Haunting is sick. I love Hallowed Haunting. Very good Magic card. Alright, let's go. This is probably fine. They kind of need 2 removal spells. Not that their deck could ever have 2 removal spells. They forgot to attack. Right. Oh, you can recur for Jace the Mind Sculpt to kill value of Sun Titan. That's so funny. Oh no. Oh no. Monastery Spear. Why would this card ever have haste? That'd be silly. Alright, so she does pump herself. That's good. That's a lot of Swift Spears. Okay. Sure, I guess. Why ever not? Interesting draw. I really want to play Catilda, but I guess it's just a 2/2 at the moment. What I probably want to do is Eiganjo, fetch a Plains Circle. And then next time we get this back and start pumping this. We just hope they don't draw a non-creature. Alright, which one? This one flies. These ones chonky. The problem is I could just take one of these and hit them for 2. They hit me back for free. It's like fine-ish. It's probably safer to do that. They draw a lightning strike, we die. I don't know, I'm just gonna do this. Screw it. I think it's fine. Depending on what they draw, we either win or we lose. Recurring image as acidic slime. That is very Selesnya. Well, you know what we could do? We could discard a Catilda. And then just jam it on the Naturalist. And get in there. Be funny. Alright, return this tapped. The other option is I just go ossify your thing, make this a 3/3. Bash for free, play a pretty large Catilda. That's probably pretty safe. Catilda the Visitor and pump the Naturalist. Ooh. So we just have this as a blocker. They can't really kill us for it. Thing is, this comes back tapped. So yeah. Don't think I want to do that. I think I like ossify a thing. This becomes a 3/3. And then we just play a defensive Catilda and attack with this. Yoink. We go up to 10, it's like just incredibly hard for them to actually kill us. Even like an act of treason effect, this would only be like a 2/2 for them. And we'd be taking like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, get in there. This matchup has to just be great for us, right? Like, I don't know. Game 1 did not feel very competitive, and I feel like their draw has been like pretty solid this game. I wonder how often you get to Circle of Confinement Bloodthirsty Adversary. Alright, even if they have a Raichu, we just block it. Who is getting married? Excellent question. I mean, at the rate things are going, probably no one. Game's probably ending before then. So how does... Can you just have both of these? Legendary Enchantment and Legendary Creature. Yeah, you can just have both in play at the same time. Wait, you can just enchant Catilda with Catilda's Rising Dawn then? Amazing. She can, in fact, hug herself. I don't know. I feel like Mono Red's pretty decent. I was pretty happy with Mono Red when I was trying it out. Although I was trying out a build with Reckless Impulse, which I think does make the deck pretty meaningfully better, because suddenly you can actually grind when you have Reckless Impulse in your deck. So we just put it on this, and they die, right? Seems pretty likely. I can't say I've exactly counted it out. This is going to become 7, 8. Yeah. It should be exactsies, I think. And they can't even block it with their vampires. Alright. I mean, we'll take it. I don't particularly care about being able to beat Mono Red, but it's nice to know that matchup feels very lopsided. Free matchup is free matchup. I know. I'm mainly curious, more than anything, I'm mainly curious how the mono white matchup is now. I know by the numbers, mono white demolished this deck at the Canadian RC. But the one time I played against this deck online recently with mono white, they had these Nisses in the sideboard, which were not in the sideboard at the RC. And Nissa just looked like so terrifying in those games we played. Because, like, you end up in a lot of situations where you're kind of stalling the board for a couple turns because you just really can't actually sweep the board every single turn for the entire game. So you end up, like, stalling out the board and just, like, relying on the fact it's really hard for them to punch through your creatures and your Wandering Emperors. If they have a Nissa, it just, like, completely changes that dynamic. Only their 1/1s are 5/5s with trample. This is a little slow, but pretty good. Definitely keeping. Actually, I guess it's not. If this doesn't die, we get to do this turn free. The Chrome Coast, so probably Esper. Spirit's Companion's fine, but I definitely just want to hit my land drops with this hand, I guess. We already have a lot of top end. Esper spotted. They didn't have a turn 2 play. That means they might be on the Esper mid-range deck instead. That, like, top 8'd the challenge recently. That deck is so annoying. Mainly I probably just think this because I play white mid-range decks all the time. But, I find the Esper Legends matchup pretty good. For, like, mono white. And the Esper mid-range matchup, like, I think feels pretty bad. They are not nearly as weak against removal. And can actually go, like, toe-to-toe with you in the grinding plan. Yep. Okay, we have a pretty sick turn 3. I guess I could also just run out one of these. That's probably good too, but I feel like this into this has to just be sick, right? This is like a tough spot. That's lewd. Apparently so. God, going Haunting first is really sick though. Then we'd go Jukai, second Haunting next turn. Regardless, we're definitely attacking. I'm really unsure which of these we're meant to do, but I guess I'll just go for this. See how it works out. I think in sideboarded games, I would definitely go Jukai Restoration because of Loran. Where we're like pre-sideboard, don't know that that's really as appealing. Whoa, they have Destroy Evil. Okay, they're probably the mid-range deck. Cool. Destroyed. Annoying. Evil was successfully destroyed. Imagine the odds they have a second Destroy Evil that high. So I'm just gonna go Jukai this. There's also the option we could have gone Visitor Jukai Restoration. Pump this up pretty large, gain a bunch of life. The chance they can answer the second one just feels so low. Plaza, okay. Yep. Gonna ossify that one. Obviously, Rafine's scary, but I feel like we can race a Rafine. A little bit harder to do that against a Shouldred. Oh, what the hell? So good. We can just do everything this turn, right? Yeah, why choose? Visitor Haunting would have been the mid-range play that saves the Jukai for triggering the Haunting. Yeah. Tricky. I feel like part of my thinking is just that, like, getting the life linkers in play, ensuring they, like, both have a decent chance of connecting, feels like it makes it very hard for opponent to meaningfully race ever, but I don't know if that matters or not. I guess the aim is you want them to be larger than 4 toughness, right? because of Iganjo. So does that mean I want to make one of them a 5/5 instead of going 4 and 3? Probably doesn't super matter. They're probably just dead regardless, but guess I will make a 5/5. If only your fiend didn't have ward. Just as it happens, Arvi, it doesn't actually matter this turn. Wow, double naturalist is so wild. Yep. Yeah, he gave us a 1 mana discount. I don't know. It still felt pretty strong. Alright, I'm looking at this little article that was posted because I'm curious. Circles for anti-aggro and tempo. Borrow time is specifically for Esper Legends because of temporary lockdown. And this is for like more red-black X. Yeah, 1 mana last turn and 1 mana this turn, so it ended up being like a 0 mana 2/2 lifelink, I guess. Very interesting. I do agree that borrowed time looks very appealing. Yeah, the first one was 5 or 6 mana. The first naturalist was unbelievable. Obviously much better than the second. The things we could consider cutting. We could like trim on Rites or Hallowed Hauntings, because the opponent's deck is pretty fast. Well, I probably want Destroy Evil. Those are Fiend and Shouldered. I could also consider Circle of Confinement maybe, or Vanquish. These are options because the opponent's deck is a little bit fast. If they are on Esper Legends, which we reckon they might be. They probably are. They didn't play any like other mid-rangey cards other than Destroy Evil. This is like weak against cut down. Reaver of Harmony, I just always want to board out. I don't know about that one. Oh, make it as a free versus cut down. That's a good point. Huh. I'm very unsure on the sideboarding here. Yeah, Plaza sees play in the non-legends one. Plaza's just a good card, is the thing. Plaza is just a good card. I'm gonna do something weird. I don't know. Maybe this is just like bad. I kind of feel like they might have cut down in against us post-board. I'm not really sure how else we're meant to make room for these removal spells. Well, this might just be bad. Yeah, from what I recall, I'm gonna take a look. From what I recall, the mid-range version will sometimes run like a small number of plazas just because it's a good card in the late game. Like, being able to protect your shoulder road is just very strong. Where's the standard challenge? Esper mid-range. The Esper mid-range list here has 3 plazas. The one that top 8 at the challenge. Oh, that's true. Doubling up on ossification. Very good point. I might actually bring that one back in. I guess, like, another reason to board out Generous Visitor is if we're scared of temporary lockdown specifically. Definitely taking this. We have all the mana in the world right now because of double restoration. Hopefully we don't get fired. This deck seems like it probably struggles a bit against Thalia. I guess Jukai Naturalist, like, cancels out Thalia. But no 1 mana removal definitely makes Thalia on the play pretty spooky. It's a lot better than the second Thalia, indeed. Alright. We just say go. Imagine non-legendary Thalia. I'd really rather not. I mean, isn't that just Fawn of Amethyst, kind of? I guess Spawn of Amethyst, at least the second Fawn of Amethyst is harder to cast than the first one. I'm remembering the text on that card correctly. Oh, yeah, non-creature, yeah. And isn't a 2/1 first strike, indeed. Doesn't get protected by Caracas. And Skrelv and whatnot. Make for annoying Mirror Tutor up. Please no. Oh my god, my opponent's playing so slowly, I am losing my mind. I just want to live in a world where everyone's index finger is permanently held above the past the turn key. Alright. I just want to do this. I get to return an ossification next turn anyway. If I want. It kind of works out beneficial in the long term. Iganjo sure is going to be restored, whether it likes it or not. Yeah, it's going to be so restored. You've never seen somewhere so restored. Shouldered. Okay. That's fine. Discarded a cut down. Cool. Taking out visitors looking okay then. Sure, I just want to get another restoration going this turn. Question is, do I go after Rafine or Shoulder? Rafine's Shoulder's dealing more damage. And costs more mana to replace. But the Rafine, like, lets them filter through their draw. A little bit. Also, we get to use our mana more optimally if we go after Rafine, because we pay for the ward cost. I don't know that really matters, though. Oh, discard this. It doesn't get returned. It has to be CMC 2 or less. I might just not restoration. Oh, God. This is so tricky. Hey, grocery boy. Welcome back. Might be a mistake. I don't know. It feels like there's like a million different ways to play this turn. And I'm kind of clueless on what is the best one. It's all just kind of heading in the same direction eventually anyway. I'm gonna do this. It takes some damage. I think that's fine. They have Plaza in play, I would definitely just answer this. We're on like 16. Just built your first Legacy deck. Nice. What did you build? I used to really love Legacy, but I don't know, the initiative stuff kind of... Initiative stuff does not speak to me. Does not spark joy, shall we say. Does not spark joy. Alright, let's discard this ossification. I probably just have to answer their board this turn. This will come down at some point. Obviously, it's being a bit slow to do so, but I'm not too worried about that. Oh, I'm so silly. Fuck. They destroyed my ossification. I should have just discarded a land. This is awful. Whatever. You pigeonhole. We did not restore good, indeed. It's fine. Restoration free will pull us through, indeed. Restoration free might be waiting a turn. I don't know. They have a Plaza in play now. I kind of just feel like I need to answer both of these. TBH. This time we're gonna fix the damn city, damn it. Gonna accomplish the impossible. Yep. Am I meant to play around that? I guess I can just plan on, could have just planned on discarding Razor Verge to Restoration. But they still get to make disappear anyway, and then we just end up like hitting the Loran instead. Which is not nearly as exciting. A fantastic hair, thank you. Oh, obviously blocking. There are more architects where this one came from. Holy shit. Yeah, that deck is... I don't know if it's full mid-range. Definitely more mid-range than standard, at least. Alright. Oh... Enchanties, indeed. Hey there, shop. Good to see you. I don't know, there's a wall in which I just want to hold this for the Hallowed Haunting. Maybe that's better. I really wish we had something in the yard to return. I wonder what sideboard. So the sideboard for the challenge list did not have temporary lockdown, which is interesting. Or farewell. I have seen lists of farewell though. I think we lost to an Esmo mid-range list with farewell recently. And it just feels like they get to play whatever cards they want, and you just have to guess. Oh my god, they're letting me draw cards. That's actually amazing. Actually amazing. Means I can trigger this thing. It's a 5/4. I can just double block, right? Cool. What the hell? Alright, so we're getting back ossification. Ossification has to answer Assume Eternal Wanderer. The Ravine is also an issue, but and then we could maybe just sneak Naturalist into play. To maybe chain some spells here. Mostly play Commander nowadays. I used to play that a bit. I moved away from the group I used to play it with though. It only really appeals to me if you have a good group for it already. The idea of like going and playing it at a store or whatever is not really my jam, I think. I guess the other option is I just do this into this into this. And that maxes the number of spirits I'm getting. It means I don't have a chance at removing this card. I might need to do. Come over there and play with you. Honestly, in the process of selling my commander deck at the moment, so that would not work terribly well. Yeah. Certainly a world in which we just have to actually go after the ravine. In which I am being overly optimistic here. There's also a world in which I'm just meant to hope to draw like an enchantment removal spell by using this as a ritual from the yard. And drawing off this. Alright. If I draw a removal spell here, I'm gonna feel very silly. Well, they do have flying. They do have flying, and this is lifelink, so like that's kind of a thing. I didn't realize we were already there. Yeah, 7 more enchantments. I mean, Flying Vigilance Lifelinker does help race this ravine a bit. Wonderful variety of people to go meet. Awesome. Glad you have a great time there. I feel like I've not been to an LGS in forever. Flying Vigilance Lifelink helps race anything. It's true. That's true. I assume Segovia is just always going to remain a joke plane, right? Just because they can't exactly print a set where all the creatures are 2. Oh my no, what the fuck? This seems bad for us. Oh. Hey, Arya. Currently it's going pretty badly in this game. Life is good though. Yeah, it's Farewell. So the plan against Farewell from Mono White is Nissa, but Mono White also pressures you a lot less. And doesn't require you to have a bunch of ossifications in your deck that just auto lose to Farewell. Like, if we were against Mono White, I assume we would, like, board out this stuff and bring in, like, Nissa and grindy cards. That's interesting. About the Stone Brain. I don't know. I played against this deck the other day when it had Nissa in the sideboard. Also, I'm gonna when it had Nissa in the sideboard, and like we actually lost to the Nissa, and it didn't feel like a Farewell would have won me that game. But also our draw was a bit awkward, so it's hard to know. Alright, if they're mid-rangey, I'm just gonna board this card in regardless. It is awkward that we have to keep in removal that like runs headfirst into Farewell. I just don't feel like we can board all this out. Like, oh, exiling the tokens, that's true. This card is definitely not good against their build. No, I'm very torn on how to board here. I wish we had more Destroy Evils. If we had more Destroy Evils, I'd just get to take all of this out, I think. And be like a very different deck. They do not have reach. No, I'm so uncertain how we're meant to board against this Esper deck. It feels like it just attacks us from so many different axes. I'm gonna run a quick ad break to get rid of pre-rolls, since pre-rolls are now back on. My hair looks really cute today. Thank you. Appreciate it. I've been growing it out. I've been pretty happy with that. I want to get this going first or this going first. Wedding into Wedding is like potentially potent if they don't play it 1/4 on defense. Alright, make disappear, sure. That's fine. Alright. Ooh. Alright, now I think I kind of want to do this in case this gets killed. Prioritize the restoration this time around. I think I'm interested in attacking. I think having the Spirited Companion in the yard would be good for me. I should have attacked before playing this, obviously, but they have to kill this to attack me, in which case I just get it back. I wonder what this Asper mid-range list does against Red-Black Axe. I assume it must fare pretty well. Probably need to try out Esper mid-range at some point. I really don't want to. It's like extremely not my style of deck, but I don't know. I can't deny that it looks pretty good on paper in terms of matchups and stuff. This. Go for the throat, sure. I want to just play Nissa. They could have another make disappear. It'd be annoying. I feel like just playing a wedding announcement is not the most impactful thing in the world, though. I don't know. This could go badly. Fully recognize this could go badly. But I also feel like this matchup is kind of tough, and I need to take my chances. Alright. There you go. Yeah, they could counter this. The thing is, I don't really care if this gets countered, but I feel like I do care if Nissa gets countered. Hey, Evelyn. Good to see you. Rite of Oblivion? No. Oh, Rafine, okay. Hey, Red. They find a cut down. They could potentially just kill Nissa here. Well, we have a 3/4 to block the token. What a good draw. What a good draw. Need to do it now because of Plaza. Yeah, it's true. Nissa might just not be good in this matchup. I very much can believe it. I don't know. It feels like a lot of our cards line up awkwardly in this matchup is a part of the problem. I think I'm going to play this and then not play the land. I should probably just be a coward and maximize on blockers for this thing to make sure she doesn't die. Like, I certainly agree she lines up awkwardly against a bunch of their cards, but I just don't really know how exactly you're meant to approach this matchup. Right. That is an owl. So she's gonna die. I can make a 4/4, which doesn't seem terribly exciting, or I can just kill this wedding. Kinda needs to happen at some point. Alright, I think forests are more important because we have this in our deck. We can just discard this to get a companion. I don't know, maybe the answer is you are just meant to have all the O-rings in and you just hope they don't draw Farewell. That seems like a really miserable answer, but I also can't imagine that they have room in their deck to fit that many copies of Farewell. Like, there's a very good chance it's just a one-off. Discard this. Yeah, it's that, or you do just do the Stone Brain plan. So I think drawing a card is better than getting, or is better than 2/1/1s here. The question is it worth attacking with all of them? So if they attack with all of them, they block here. So we like trade in our 3/4 for a 1/1 and get a card. I guess it's not 2/1/1s, it's 3/1/1s because they get to block both. Ah. That almost makes me want to attack with these two. And not the humans. That might be kind of sketch. It kind of makes sense to me, weirdly. Like, I really want to draw a card, it feels like. I do get in for 3 damage. This 1/1 becomes a 2/2 off of this, which means it then gets to attack into this. And they kind of always have the option to block those 3/4s later on anyway, since all our other creatures are going to be so much tinier. I don't know. This might be bad. Interesting. Oh, hold on to Restoration for Rites of Harmony. We draw Rites of Harmony, we get to do it in response to the Restoration trigger and return a Naturalist. I don't think Rites of Harmony is an argument for that. Hallowed Haunting might be, however. Holy shit. Alright. It's a really good draw. It's a really good draw. Do I want to cast it once or twice? I'll just draw both, yeah. I don't want to cast it twice. Oh, it's true. Not with Dennick out. I do get to draw a card off this, though. The Architect coming in. Yeah, I think it's only once, then, since we can't return Naturalist. We just want to do it once. Because I can still draw a card off the Haunting, anyway. Ripe Harmony is still like a divination hit. Wow, opponent has less than 5 minutes on the clock. If we win this game, we probably win the match. It's a big ask, but like, I don't know. Not impossible. Interesting. It's a shame I can't do both of these. Wait, is this a game 3? I thought this was game 2. Might just be going crazy. Oh, we won game 1? Look. You raise a reasonable point. I can't deny it. Alright, please let me draw a thing that triggers this. I mean, that counts. That does qualify. Gotta admit, I forgot we won game 1. I've been so tilted about that farewell that happened last game. Yeah, no, you're right. Guess I don't get to play this because of my sequencing. I was like, maybe I'd want to play Commune? I don't know. We're still not at the point of having flying. If I attack with this, they just get to sack a plaza and trade a plaza with it. Maybe that's fine. I don't know, my creatures are gonna have flying soon, I guess I just don't want to do that. I guess the only 1-mana spells in the deck were... Yeah, hopefully not getting down that tap land doesn't hurt us too much. Next turn our creatures are going to be very in the air. It's just whether that's good enough. And whether they have the answers to like our hauntings. At the moment we can currently cast all of these in one go. Nice that we've not cast any ossifications this game, so Farewell doesn't just completely ruin us. Like, we can kind of maybe live through a Farewell, potentially. Oh! Casting a Sweeper. You populate, right? That's really fucked up. Huh? Hey Shay, good to see you. Welcome back to another. Alright, do this. Do this. There's that 5 enchantments. UK Naturalist, huh? Okay. I mean, if they don't kill me, they die. Probably. If they don't fare well. Raffine probably kills me though. We have 2 left in the deck. Ran. Interesting. It's not too scary. I don't know. The Nissa wasn't amazing here, but I feel like she was pretty good. She soaked up a Destroy Evil, answered their wedding announcement, and like gave us a token after that. She soaked up some clock, it's true. Alright. I'm on one. I feel like probably are gonna have lethal. They no longer have Denick in play, remember? So flashback this. Get back a Jukai Naturalist. Yeah, I feel like they're just dead, right? They're just dead on board already. One of these have lifelink. They can block like 3 of these. They're just dead to this making a token when it attacks. This can block, I believe. Hey Nissa. Good to see you. This is just vibing. Oh, this is great. A+. I have to be a little bit careful I don't just deck myself by showing off. Oh. Alright, we beat Esper. That matchup feels so bad to me, but we did get there. I guess when they don't roll farewell, it's definitely easier. Feels like they pull you in a lot of awkward directions, but you frequently decked this deck when you were still playing. Yeah, I believe it. 100% win rate. Yeah, matchup's clearly great for us. Wouldn't believe anyone who says otherwise. Alright, 2-0. My big takeaway from this league so far is that I'm kind of curious to try out Esper at some point. Like, actual chunky Esper. That seems such a nightmare. Though, there's like a million different ways to tune it. Hey Alex, good to see you. Because you get access to the good Esper cards and the good mono white cards. You jam 3 farewells in the main deck, so I just want to run over green white. I mean, farewell's also pretty good against mono white. Like, that's how the Jeskai control deck beats mono white, right? They just play a couple, they can just play a couple of farewells, and eventually they memory delusion to them. And beat up your ossifications that you have in game 1. Vesper, indeed, indeed. I do think I quite liked boarding out Generous Visitor in that matchup. It lines up pretty awkwardly against sweepers. It didn't feel like we could meaningfully be the aggro against their selection of answers. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think things still on the list to try, just to like have a good handle on this format before the new cards release. I really want to try out I actually still need to play with red black properly. And then I think I want to try out Esper and Jeskai. I feel like my conclusion is still going to end up being that the white mid-range decks are my faves, but it's good to understand things. I'm excited to play anything new and standard post set release. Honestly, haven't thought about it super hard yet. Probably this weekend. I will sit down and have like a good look through the spoiler and a proper think about that sort of stuff. I haven't really given it much thought yet. Interesting. I guess I just get rid of Catilda. Hey Sophia, good to see you. I don't know if playing Visitor on 1 is bad. I feel like I want a whole commune so I have more info on what I want to grab with it. But obviously that exposes this to like a removal spell on 1. How am I liking enchantments? Been pretty sweet so far. We beat up on mono red and then got a little bit lucky against Esper mid-range. Interesting. So this opening means they're probably mono white splashing for counter magic. If I had to guess. I guess I just. What do I do here? Spinning out the planes makes this slightly better. I guess the only world in which our plays would be changed by this is if we hit the 1 wedding announcement. I guess I'm doing this. Alright, they did not have the counterspell. Get in for 5. I don't really know quite yet which you're meant to grow larger in this situation. The area. Because, like, oh, I shouldn't grab planes. Planes is the worst one to grab. We just, like, use up our restoration fuel. Oh, what? Because, like, which one do we most want to have hit by a removal spell, I guess? Or most expect to have hit by a removal spell? I feel like against a slow deck, kind of care about the visitor a bit more. Because the lifelink's not super relevant, so we'd rather make this bigger. And, like, our hand doesn't really take advantage of the discount well. Yeah, they're just going after the visitor anyway, so that seems like it was the right play to put the counter here. Interesting. guess we just do some ramping. I want to hold the Naturalist. Holding it makes right and 4-mana enchantment better. But I think I want to play it out. We're kind of putting on some good beatdown here. Like if they play out a Paragon or something here, we just ossify out and bash in. I guess like Wandering Emperor single-handedly stops all of this. Oh my god, I love this. What am I doing? Remembering how my spells work. I guess Make Disappear is not a real card here. So I should just lead with Restoration. In case they have Negate and decide to negate that. Alright. I will hold the land, I guess. I don't really feel like there's much reason not to. I wonder if they're on like a Brilliant Restoration deck. They have Faithful Mending. Appears we have been brickwalled by a 3/3. Excellent. Yeah, Invoke Justice Portal to Phyrexia. That makes sense. Alright, so if I play this, and they do literally nothing else next turn, we attack with everything, they block here and die. That seems optimistic. Gotta say. I kinda wanna hold it. Like, I just don't think we're bashing through here successfully. I guess it doesn't even work anyway because they have Faithful Mending in the yards. They just had 2 life gain stored up regardless. Stern Lesson. Portal to Phyrexia. Amazing. I think I'm dead. Alright. They kill my 3/4. This is a nice combo. Use Mightstone to activate Bankbuster. Yeah, at this point, I feel like the only way I'm ever winning this game is probably... I guess I could put a counter on this as the thing. And then it's a 4/5 and it gets to bash in, so... I guess I do actually play this. Do I play this? This becomes a 4-5, we bash. Nothing else really is going to have any good attacks though, so I think I still hold this one. Combo, use your mana to pay for spells, powerful stuff. I guess Mightstone makes it so you can actually just cast Portal sometimes. I just threaten lethal with a big attack, can I? I make this a 4-5, they block the 3-3, 6, 7, 8, 9. The problem is they get to gain life with these Faithful Mending specs. Oh, what? What a wild card. Alright. Second Jukai Naturalist, okay. Third Jukai Naturalist, pretty heinous. I'll admit. Get in there, Architect. Alright, they're going for the double block. Means we're going to trade with Bankbuster. Now our free gets to start swinging. 2/2s are still irrelevant. I guess like the one thing that punishes us for not playing them out is Sanctum Weaver. Because it would pump them to be 3/3 so they could attack in. There's only one of those. It's the Relentless Rat's text, yeah. Decided to just make my deck have 30 of these. Since they make each other cost one less to play. It's just natural inbuilt synergy. Fake. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Right, Rite of Harmony. Rite of Harmony. Hmm. I mean, it is a 7/7. Give it some credit. I think I still hold on to these. I can always just play them next turn is the thing, right? Yeah, it can be a 9/9. I could give any creature the Relentless Rax text. Which would I choose? Squadron Hawk. I'm really curious for the arguments over how many Squadron Hawks is optimal. I see. Fine, we get to suit something up and swing, and then lose to this. Can we please draw an ossification very, very soon? Alright, I should dream bigger than that. Can we draw a Rite of Harmony into ossification? I get to make this fly. That's kind of sick. Alright. So, 80 hawks, 40 lands, never lose to mill. That's so funny. Oh, you get to flicker your squadron hawks with Yorion. That's just synergy. Synergistic deck building. I also want to make this as big as possible. To the extent that it's going to matter. Never Catilda. Oh, we can do them on like back-to-back turns. I meant to do it on this and get the trigger, or just put it on a life linker. Assume on a life linker. Oh no, it already gives one. Already gives lifelink. I'm sorry, learning the deck still. That's pretty embarrassing. It's fine though. Yeah, I should have done it on this. I'd already mentally worked that out in my head, I just forgot the reason. Whatever. They level me. We're still drawing live to like an ossification or a Rites of Harmony. Yeah, to exile Faithful Mending, yeah. Oh, they do have free Faithful Mendings. So exiling one of them right now doesn't make a huge difference. It's nice that that's an option we have access to in a minute, potentially. Oh, I guess they're gonna blow up Ossification and get back Urza, and then flip this. Alright, what does this do? Everything? Exile target non-land permanent. Strong. I'm still not willing to believe we're actually dead yet, but it's like not great. Lifelink used to stack. Oh, because it was like a triggered ability, right? Oh, hey Luke, good to see you. Keyworded version stacked for quite a while before they changed it. I didn't realize that. I just drawing? Huh. Interesting. I guess none of our permanents, like, particularly matter. Oh, twice per turn, huh? Cool. The good news is I feel like this matchup's probably pretty good for us. I still can't play this because we really just need to draw Rite of Harmony. Exile this, I guess. Why not? Yeah. Oh, what? Alright, they might be about to ultimate this. Maybe I scoop now. I don't really want to play for timing them out. That sounds miserable. I respect my time more than that right about now. Rite of Harmony. Seems good. Nissa seems kind of great. I guess she's bad against... Oh no, she's good against Steel Seraph too. Wow, this card's just unbelievable here. And then we can consider like Wedding Announcement, Destroy Evil. I'm really unsure what we want to board out. Maybe we just trim things. Like drawing multiple Jukais is like not great. Drawing multiple Catildas is pretty redundant. Etc. Honestly, Catilda might just not be very good. Yeah. Because they have laydown arms. Getting kitty cuddles, the dream. Oh, they might be boarding in sweepers. That does make Generous Visitor a bit worse too. I don't know, I guess I'll just board like this. I'm not super clear on what to do here. Also brought out Weaver to keep Jukai. Jukai is very good with Rite of Harmony, which we now have a third copy of. And copying Ossification is not actually the most exciting thing, considering they're probably going to have a bunch of enchantment removal anyway. Can I keep this? That deck is like glacially slow. Is it bad that I kind of want to keep this? That deck is just so slow, and we hit our land drops. They're probably going to have a bunch of like answers to this, so the first one definitely isn't going to stick. Triggers on exile. That's so funny. Huh. I think I'm going to keep this. This might be bad. This might just not be a hand you can ever keep, even in a slow matchup. But hey, friend. Huh, I never realized it just triggers from being exiled regardless. But it is kind of curious. Pretty sure this was the worst possible draw in our deck. Battery percentage on your phone shows you how productive you've been that day. Not necessarily, I always forget to charge my phone. So the number can really end up as anything. So bad. My old phone would burn through its battery percentage almost exactly over the course of the day, so I just charge it every night. Whereas my new one lasts like, I don't know, like 40-ish hours. So I just kind of charge it at random times and don't have a routine anymore with it. Letting tokens wait, is that a rule change that's coming? I didn't realize that. Oh shit. That's like kind of huge. Yeah, to make incubators work. That's actually kind of huge though. That's so nice. I could get down the second haunting, but this is like a pretty sick sequence. Whatever, they didn't kill the first one. This just has to be good. I'm not going to attack. I don't want to give them a Power Stone when they're missing land drops. You reveal an instant or sorcery, you get an insectile aberration. Ah. That's so cool. Does make Kaya better. I was already quite a fan of Kaya. Alright, time to start going off. Shame they don't have flying yet. Seems like a strong board state. Mm-hmm. Is if they flip Urza next turn? That's kind of fine. Like, am I okay with giving them a Power Stone now? I guess. I guess I will. Like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Feels like if I'm not attacking this turn, I'm definitely attacking next turn, but... Huh. Token copies of DFCs can now transform even if they would go to exile to do so. That's a very cool change. I wonder if there are any other interesting implications for that. It does feel weird, but that's just because we're used to the alternative. Not the hydrating. Hydration is just so strange. You wouldn't even believe. Hi, Urza. Good to see you. Yeah, just making blockers. We just get to kill Urza now, though. Like, this doesn't do anything. It buys them a turn, I guess. It fogs for a turn. I guess that's what they want. What they're in the market for. What am I discarding? I get back Spirited Companion and play Naturalist and commune into an enchantment. They die. I guess I'm discarding Anissa and getting a companion. Those are not enchantments. Alright, do I still want to play the Naturalist? I feel like I would rather play a Nissa then. Blow up their Power Stone. I lose access to my overrun, but I don't think that's actually super relevant. Really? If I block one of these, they get to block 3 of these, and then they take not lethal. Cool. Oh, they get to keep all the 1/1s around, is the problem. Oh no. I get to keep all the 1/1s around if I attack like this. Obviously, I have to attack like this. I guess that means I'm holding Nissa for the overrun next turn then. I should have taken Razor Verge Wicket, not that it really matters. It's bad. It's kind of bad into Farewell, I guess. Kind of unnecessary. Faithful Mending. Sure. That's not particularly scary. I guess playing out Jukai Actress isn't that bad into a sweeper. Because if the sweepers depopulate, we draw a card anyway. Specifically bad into Farewell, which they couldn't cast because they can't use a Power Stone to do that. Or I guess like the monstrous one. Alright, I'm gonna run an ad break since there's gonna be one auto rolling anyway, and I want to get rid of pre-rolls. I'm gonna use this opportunity to head to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. I return. This nonsense. This is probably fine. Draw a third land. I'm glad that hand wasn't too slow. I think there were a lot of games, a lot of matchups where that hand would have been too slow. But my opponent's deck is just so glacial, I thought we could get away with it. Obviously they stumbled a bit, which helped, but kind of just magic. I could almost save this. This is a draw 2 with right. But I guess it's going to put a creature into play anyway at some point. If I save this and I go Restoration next turn, the turn after, oh, whatever. We're going to have things to draw cards with right. I'm just going to get my board developing. I think it's fine. We're going to be fine. We've got plenty going on for now. We don't need to set up some like awkward divination. Oh, hey, Faye. Yeah, I'll have draws. Everything's gonna be okay. I think my Besaidu is a bit sad against that deck. But I feel like I 100% want to Restoration here. Alright, Faithful Mending. Hopefully we don't get portaled. We are not gonna get portaled. Good. So, if I write next turn, we do draw a lot of cards. We also just Hallowed Haunting first, though. Guess, like, them countering this would be pretty unfortunate. I feel like going for a Hallowed Haunting is probably pretty tight. And what are we discarding? It's funny, I almost want the land. I almost just want to ramp this turn. I kind of want to discard this commune to do it. Good morning, Kaya. Get in for 2. Guess we could get Wandering Emperor. That doesn't sound particularly concerning. It's also not a card we've seen from their deck yet. And it's also not a card that's terribly good against us. It'd probably just be in the sideboard right now. Alright, they have Destroy Evil. That's fine. We're going to draw a lot of cards off right next turn. Getting the Destroy Evil out of their hand is pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I definitely want to do this. And I want to do this. Oh, this is going to draw us a card too. We have to not go after their Faithful Mending though, weirdly. Both because it doesn't make a 1/1 and because they could exile it in response by casting it. The counter on the least relevant piece of cardboard. Draw a card after getting planes out of our deck. Okay. And we want to exile a creature. They don't have any creatures. I guess I'm going after the Spirited Companion. Then we're gonna use this to, we're gonna next turn use this to sneak this in and then like storm off, I guess. Oh, and that's also good. +2/+2 and trample to the team currently. Maybe I should have been playing out forests more aggressively because of Nissa. To prepare for if we drew her. Now if I draw a third forest, I might not actually have lethal next turn. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna draw more cards. Enchantment Friends and Elf Friend. Alright, I like drawing cards. Like this. Well, maybe this was bad. This was bad. I meant to hold this in hand, get back this, because it draws 2, and then go this into this, because we don't guaranteed have enough things to take advantage of this discount anyway. And that just maximizes the number of cards we draw. Yeah, this was bad. Sequencing. I will do commune. We're looking for something that triggers the resto. Nope. Oh, forest could be good, weirdly. So I could say I could take Jukai for this right, or I could take forest so we can overrun for more later. I guess there's like decent odds we're just writing again next turn. I'm just gonna take a Jukai. Make it a copy of a battle as it enters the battlefield. Indeed. Indeed, Sophia. Alright, that's fine. Like, we could have exiled this earlier, it just doesn't matter very much. They draw 2. Ooh. I could just Nissa that. I guess we could get Portal to Phyrexian if we're not careful. Yeah, I guess we don't have the Rite of Harmony here. Just go like Nissa down tick, and that's probably pretty good. Also plus, and then we're threatening to overrun them next turn. I might need to kill this. They could make an Urza, right? Also cuts them off Portal. Right, they can attack Nissa. I really don't care if they do. Just like doesn't seem like a thing that matters. Would still get another disenchant out of the Nissa before she dies. Okay, so we cut them off flipping. That is great. So we have 2 forests. I guess we're just gonna commune, see what we grab. And definitely want to ossify this turn. Definitely want to blow up this. I guess I might as well do this and just like draw 3 cards whilst I'm at it. 4 cards. Forest is a weirdly good draw. It makes it a lot easier for Nissa to just destroy them. Gate, huh? Oh. That is fine. Alright. Oh, I'm silly. I should have attacked before playing my forest, because if I draw a plains, then I get to Spirited Companion and trigger my right again. Sure. Nissa seems so broken against their deck. How do they beat me just disenchanting every turn for the entire game? This is so unreasonable. I mean, they are dead. I guess we play around like Ganjo. Oh, we do not have a Jukai on board. That's fine. We can still do it this way around. Cool. Reno, deck's doing well. Although I feel like this has been a bit of a weird league. Normally whenever we play leagues, we face red-black like at least 3 times. I'm a little bit worried that with the RC happening this weekend, leagues are just going to be a lot softer for the next like week. Because like people will not be preparing for their RCs, and the Pro Tour is technically like a slightly different format where we get a bunch of new cards. There might just not be that many people playing and playing the good decks in them. I need to swap my deck and deck list commands. I didn't realize everyone just uses exclamation mark deck, but I guess it makes sense because it's the quicker thing to type. Am I testing standard for the RC tomorrow? Nah, I've already had my RC. I'm testing standard because I'm qualified for Pro Tour Minneapolis. And obviously it's going to be a different standard format once the new cards release. So this is not the most helpful testing in the world. But I'm just like getting a handle on all the different decks in the format. I already really like the white mid-range deck with whatever splash you choose to put in it, if any. And I'm just trying out different decks other than that, just to see how they feel, see whether I like them, whether they're worth putting time into once the new cards release for me. Alright, we have Commune. Hammer on the draw. I assume part of the point of putting Commune in your deck is you get to keep hands like this, but obviously this could go very badly. Really hope this isn't the mirror. I kind of dread that it might be though. Very concerned right now. Well, fuck. Fun. Good thing we have a second one in hand. I think I need to take this. It's definitely the least exciting of the cards. March Machines is bringing some haymakers. It really is, Lemonade. It really is. Some of the new freighters look very pushed, which makes sense. I'm looking forward to no one understanding what I talk about when I use the name Shouldered. Oh my god. Alright, we got there. It only took digging 10 cards to find one land. So I think they're probably toxic. I guess this is hypothetically a card you could put in Enchantress, but that sounds awful. Convoke is going to be good and constructed. Interesting. I haven't looked seriously at that yet. Curious. I have to imagine this matchup's great for us, but oh, what? This is neat. I'm still assuming they're on toxic, and this is just a way to give their creatures evasion. But I guess we will find out. Alright, options. I can go Jukai into Companion. Lets me dig for a land drop, gets my mana discount in play. Or I can go like Ganjo, discard Naturalist, and bring it back. That just has to be better, right? Yeah, definitely way better than Charge of the Mites. Blighted Contaminator is also not like terribly impressive to me. Sometimes it runs away with the game, but I feel like I just do this. I discard the Naturalist, I bring it back. And then next turn that means I go Haunting into Companion. That seems great. That just has to be the line, right? Steel Seraph is a very cool include. Yeah, this has to just be better than Bloated Contaminator. Or at least I assume it's very close. I guess the big problem with this card is it costing double white is really hard in that mana base. Sometimes, if you draw a bunch of your colorless lands. Right, Hallowed Haunting Companion it is, I guess. Oh, I could also just do this. I guess is functionally very similar. I don't know. So which is better? I guess is the question. This will get us a counter next turn. Yeah, I think I'd rather draw a card and have more options the next turn. Though I guess my green mana is more pressured. This might just be bad. My green mana is like a lot more pressured at the moment. Nice. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 enchantments. Oh, you know what it was? Okay, we're meant to play this. Because this, if we block with it, we lose an enchantment towards our Hallowed Haunting. Whereas this, if we block with the token, we still get to keep this in play. Wait, what? Excuse me? Lay down arms? Classic single planes lay down arms. That's spectacular. Yeah, sadly Kaya doesn't work on those. It's pretty unfortunate. Oh, these are going to be 2/2s. Standard is one of the formats of all time. Honestly, Standard's really fun at the moment. I've been enjoying it. I think Standard is one of the best formats at the moment. One of the best constructed formats. God, this is like 10, 9 damage. 3 toxic. I guess we're just taking it. Also, hey Jenny, good to see you. Where else do you see plays like that, indeed? Like, people badmouth Standard a lot. And I get that Standard has been pretty unhealthy for a while. But I think Standard at the moment is like, just has some legit really good games in it, and really interesting deck building decisions. This. Yeah, I know, Jenny. I'm just too on the defensive. I'm too on the defensive. I'm too used to people coming into chat and being like, Standard again. I will admit I'm looking forward to being able to play some Pioneer or Modern soon, but just to change things up. I have been enjoying this. Alright, seems like we have a pretty good defense assembled here. Things now have flying and vigilance. Giant's mid-range deck that wins from Quakebreaker pings. That was so delightful. Yeah, for sure, Faye. And like, I get it. There was like a solid year where things were a bit rough with like Eldraine and everything, but I've been enjoying this a lot. I'm very happy that the RC and Pro Tour have encouraged me to actually like play the format. Otherwise, I don't think I'd have touched it again. I wouldn't have realized that it's actually pretty good. Flashing Ember Cleave onto Calamity Bearer, the dream. So supposedly this card is bad against our opponent's deck, but also I feel like it was pretty good there. Let's bring in some Circle Confinements and Vanquish. Those seem great. I feel like we don't want to go too overboard on removal. I feel like Right can maybe be trimmed. Wedding Announcement seems very questionable. Trim a Hallowed Haunting. And just go like this. I guess I worry that when you cut down to 0 rights, you lose like a bunch of your ability to actually grind against cards like Mirex. They're probably fine. They probably just can't beat like Catilda or whatever, killing them. Or question mark? Like, this is definitely a keep, though. It's not exciting to me, but I don't know. Probably find the white source for this soon enough. Alright. Venerated Rock Priest, huh? I feel like the plan is like this into this, and then we do this on free to look for the white source. Because if I draw a white source, I'd much prefer to get an enchantment off of this, most likely. And gives us like as much time as possible to draw into the white source. Also, like, Visitor can potentially just be a pretty decent blocker against that deck. How do they not attack there? Wild. Wild, wild, wild. So I could ossify this, but I also might need to ossify Steel Seraph. So if I play this, I then have 2 blockers for this, and if they don't kill this, we get to double ossify next turn. That sounds kind of broken. Might have laid on arms. It's fine, they won't have a second planes. Crystalline Giant and Bone Crusher Giant carrying all the bad giant cards up on their back, dragging them across the finish line. Oh, that's pretty good. Good. Opponent's not scared. Opponent isn't scared. Opponent is not remotely scared. No respect. I've not activated Weaver this league. I'm pretty excited for it, honestly. Yeah, Shigeki. It's kind of awkward that Shigeki does not line up spectacularly against specifically the card Farewell. Grixis Croxo with Colossal Plow. Or the Dream. Alright, they're gonna get me to free poison, which is annoying. But I think we can manage. I think we'll be okay. Ooh, I wish we could double copy the planes. Yeah, it's true. 2 to 3 turns afterwards. Yeah, you rebuild, trade off some resources, and then like Shigeki gets them back potentially. Need to look at Shigeki. I feel like we're just not weaving this turn. GG's, Moto. Your deck was very cool. Yeah, self-mills the cards. I'll take a look at that card again in a minute. I might be misremembering some of the text. I just really don't want to grab a land with this, but maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine too. So there's like, playing Restoration this turn does not excite me. Oh my god. Forest is actually fine, because we can get a Plains later anyway. I do want untapped mana this turn. And then I think this turn I'm just gonna do these, and then next turn I get to like copy the triggers. So this turn I just kind of want to build up a big board. Make this a 4/4, they can't attack into it unless they have removal. Even if they do have removal, we have Restoration to get this back, so it's not the end of the world. Ooh, Circle of Confinements, huh? Those are very nice to get back with Restoration. Oh, you missed out on playing Omnath? I know the card's like kind of abhorrent, but Omnath is probably one of my favorite cards. Like, I'm not gonna defend it, but I do enjoy it. Alright, time to turtle up. Yeah, full color Omnath. I guess Omnath is a very ambiguous name to use. Tapping out 4/4 might be loose. Can't wait for purple Omnath. I guess the next one, maybe we get some colorless Omnath as the next one. Snow Omnath. Snomnath. Yeah, Steel Seraphim Scroll Vigilance. No, I was actually just, my opponent was just messaging me saying that I probably have this. And I messaged them saying, the Omnaths in your list, sorry, the Omnaths, the Steel Seraphs in your list are a very cool innovation. I'm pretty impressed by them too. Or said that they're a nice include or whatever. Five single color Omnaths in one set. Omnath just like breaks into 5. Oh, what's the? Oh, is this Tyvar's? That's fine. Next time we get to copy Circle of Confinement. This card's great, huh? I kind of love it against these aggro decks. Especially against my opponent's deck, they just don't have much removal. It's so likely that you get to untap with this. Alright, 4-0. Pretty good. Pretty good. Open to the next one. See if we can get that trophy. Planeswalker on that for 5 ultimates. Oh my goodness. Wait, have they done 6-sided cards? I honestly am not up to date with the alchemy cards. I kind of stopped looking at the alchemy cards when I stopped playing Arena. Apart from the one that makes the power 9, that one is very cool. That one's very cool. Oracle of the Alpha, yeah, I love Oracle of the Alpha. I've heard of people like just printing off Oracle of the Alpha and putting it in their cubes, which I kind of respect. Like, it just seems like a blast to me. Specialized, derogatory. Mm-hmm. No, we're doing very well with the stack, but we definitely have been facing some different decks as a result of people being at the RC, I think. Haven't got to run it against Grixis or whatever. But it did kind of beat up Grixis, going by the stats. I don't know how much of that is just that people aren't used to knowing how to play against this deck, or how to sideboard against it. Yeah, I agree, Jenny. Like, I was never completely opposed to it or whatever. I thought it was a neat idea, but it's a very hard thing to manage. It's a very hard thing to actually manage properly and handle properly. Hmm. The older Magic boomers used to say the whole idea was bad. I think there are like a bunch of aspects of the execution that I do not like. But I'm not like completely opposed to the idea. Vortigen decks might be back on the menu. Vortigen decks really beat up on the white mid-range decks, which is nice. Maybe I should play them more. I played the Vortigen decks. Or sorry, I played Mono Blue, and I was really impressed with Mono Blue up until the moment where I faced Esper Legends. And I just never wanted to play that matchup ever again. And I'm not sure that you can actually make that matchup like meaningfully, I don't know, even, let alone favorable. Cemetery Trespasser currently sees basically no play. I tried it out in Is It Jin when I was playing that deck, but it was not very impressed with that card. Oh, versions that splash red for Strangle. I have a blue-red version I played for a little while. I don't know if it's still on here. Is it Flow? I was messing around in like this kind of space where you get Flow of Knowledge. Or Silver Scrutiny. You get like a better mana base, but a worse card advantage spell. I was also messing around with this. This was before Esper Legends was a thing. Like, obviously you just can't do this now. Cannot play like 4 duress main deck now. But before Esper Legends became a thing, I was messing around with this. I don't know. I don't know if any of it is actually any good though. Or can be refined into anything good. Yeah, for sure, Callie. That was one of the big off-putting things about it for me as well. The free drop Red Black Saga. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one in ages. I think the only graveyard hate is Graveyard Trespasser, the only like really good graveyard hate I see. Yeah, Shigeki. You're right. Thank you. I always forget the text on this card. Turn it to its owner's hand. Reveal the top 4 cards, put a land onto the battlefield, rest into the graveyard. Have a good lunch, Sophia. I guess being able to use this to rebuild post farewell is pretty reliant on them not having a removal spell in hand. I don't know. I don't think I'm convinced by this card. I feel like I just prefer the notion of like using Rite of Harmony to build up your hand enough that you can play through effects like that. Like Rite of Harmony, you can set it up a lot of the time where it's like a 2-mana draw 3 or draw 4 pretty trivially. Whereas for this, the draw 3 costs like 8 mana. You do get to choose what those cards are, which is like a pretty meaningful upgrade, but Shigeki does give more ways to turn for Nissa. This is true. I don't know. Maybe I'm underrating the card, but I don't think Shigeki appeals to me. Well, Blue Texture has a lot of black cards, doesn't it? I love how I was playing drag to the bottom in the sideboard back when I made this, because you have like 2 sets of triumphs, so it's like kind of a -3/-3 or whatever, -4/-4. Bad mutilate. I do not recommend this list, by the way, but pretty fun. Yeah, try it as a one-of. If I end up wanting to pursue this deck further, then it's definitely a card that like should be tried out at some point. See how far I want to actually pursue playing this. It does seem one of the better positioned decks in the format. Like on paper though, how are we in the queue for 10 minutes? Oh my goodness. Y'all, when do the cards hit Magic Online from the new set? Does anyone know? Might try and look it up, maybe. British, of course, we're queuing, indeed. March of the machines MTG release. The global release is the 21st. Pre-release is 14th. I assume that means in like a week's time-ish. A release is on the 18th. Okay. Cool. So it releases in 11 days. When you were a child, you were learning Spanish. Neat. I tried learning Spanish at school, but I don't know. I think I just have a very bad head for languages, I guess. Like, I know I started talking like pretty late compared to most people as well. K-weighing. Uh-huh. Very cute. The main story is so good. I've heard this. I haven't read it yet. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm not really like a magic lore person. I did listen to some of the like, there's like a podcast that read out the lore that I listened to a few times. Back when it was like Ixalan, because the Ixalan lore was really good. Alright, I'm just gonna run an ad break now, because that seems like the best way to make a match actually suddenly start, is to tempt fate, and I have to do it in the next 10 minutes anyway. Yeah, next week I might mix in some Pioneer and Modern. Hey, Alchemical, good to see you. Next week I might mix in some Pioneer and Modern. I'm worried the standard queues are going to be a bit less competitive until the new set releases. And I do have Pioneer and Modern tournaments coming up right after the Pro Tour. I should at least have a slight handle on those formats at some point. Obviously, preparation is only good for so much before the new cards release anyway. Alright. What did I say? Running some ads. Summoned us an opponent. All planned out. Planned out, chat. This is stunningly mediocre. Sand does nothing powerful, and I guess we're keeping. Sure is some magic cards. Oh no. Bad news. We might be about to be bodied by mono white. Just possibly. Yep. Alright, our trophy match has queued us into the worst possible. That's fun. Guess we'll see if we can get this to eat a removal spell. Honestly, I feel like our main win condition at the moment is timing our opponent out. We're a minute and a half ahead. Let's go. Let's go. It begins. Alright. Bayalos can get attacking, I guess. I don't know. Not playing a green card there might be pretty loose. Playing like a teachings. Digging for a right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like I do just want to play teachings. It also just like pumps this the most. Wow, I'm not even gonna press my Ganjo. Get in there. Thank you everyone for watching today. Great to have so many people here. Right? The announcement. They still have not answered this Catilda. Maybe they just never draw a removal spell for the entire game. Somehow. Aww. Thank you, Tassering. That's very sweet to say. Alright, I guess we just try and keep pushing damage since they haven't answered this yet. Really awkward that we aren't going to get a token off this, but we do force them to answer it immediately. And I'm hoping that, like, streaming Magic 5 days a week can hopefully regrow the channel a bit. Make this a nice, reliable source of income. Goodbye, Catilda. Alright. I mean, it's definitely not the most threatening turn they could have had. We get to untap with this. Another Catilda. Ourselves spirits. So we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 enchantments. We milled a Rite of Harmony. Interesting. Next turn, we're probably just gonna do this with the ossification, I guess. Oh, this gets to attack. I guess attacking makes this smaller. That's probably fine though. Well, it makes this smaller too. All it does is trade with a 1/1. That's still good, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Only I get the good cards. That is how it works, ideally. Oh, you're right, MJ. Yeah, I should never have attacked there. That's a great reason to not attack. Actual, like, 0% attack there. Right, Flicker Loran, kill the Haunting. Oh, they're doing this instead. I guess they just need to answer this Catilda. It does put it in the yard, so it's not like the end of the world for me. I guess losing the Naturalist kind of sucks though. Because now we can't necessarily write into Ossify. Standard law. Standard's great. Ugh. Feel pretty dead. Feel pretty dead. I can kill her. Oh, I missed out on watching Chris stream this deck. I can kill Eternal Wanderer, that's something. And we get a token. I guess we're kind of in it. Venerated Roppy Priest is not going to eat a ban. One of the best decks in the format plays a pile of cut downs and duresses. Like, card is fine. I have to kill Eternal Wanderer because she can flicker this. Alright. Yeah, drawing cards. Priest or Ivy Spell Thief. I mean, it takes away the protection spells for those, all the combo pieces that go with those. Like, Yep. Hate this. It is surreal. I guess we're just gonna divinate here. Oh, sorry, Chase's ingenuity. I'm just gonna do this, and we're gonna hope they somehow never find another Loran for the rest of the game. We should be so lucky. Doop. Yeah, I agree, Danny. Agree completely. Alright, say go. It's a harmonize, that's true. We just cast harmonize in standard. Powerful stuff. Fitting. Indeed, indeed. I didn't think of that. Alright, no Lorans, no Eternal Wanderers. None of that nonsense. Just let me have my fun. This is a lot of damage. 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think we just take it. I kind of want all this nonsense in play, right? Scariest Elvish Visionaries ever. Yeah, that deck is just full of unbeatable magic cards. Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing the list of 4 Hallowed Haunting main. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I apologize and take full responsibility. Well, I blame you entirely, Gwen. Alright, that's another Hallowed Haunting. Guess I'll just play it. I have a bunch of free freeze. Probably have to chump block a lot. Whenever I play against the white mid-range decks, I just go like, wow, I wish I was playing that right now. I'm obsessed. Alright, well, they already have a Loran in the yard, so I guess I don't get to block Loran. This is not a spirit. It does make spirits. I guess we can exile Lorans from the yard by attacking. I probably actually just want to block with this so I can grow my spirits as big as possible, I guess. Who even knows? Also, like, keeps as many spirits in play as possible for Catilda. Sure is a lethal creature. Alright, I don't really know what gets us out of this. That's kind of funny, actually. Instant speed Catilda blocker could save us. Could save us. Could take the life linker, or could take the thing that draws a card. And doesn't cost green mana, which is actually pretty relevant right now. Cool. Interesting. Makes it spirit. Alright, instant speed Catilda. I don't know if it's good enough, but it sure is what we're doing. He's gonna be like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9 life linker. Probably keeps us alive for a turn. This is so tedious. I hate this so much. Yeah, so many disenchants. We have paired against Disenchant Tribal. In fact. Alright. These are 5/5s. I guess we have to block with our doggos to make their minus worse. Oh, then they get to choose the one that has damage marked on it, right? Also, these dying makes this... Oh no, yeah. I guess these are just all gonna die anyway, if they block. Interesting. Oh, this is actually really complicated. Weirdly. I kind of want Catilda to be our only creature in play after combat. Maybe that doesn't actually achieve anything, though. Because they get to -4 their Wanderer anyway. But this way, we don't get to attack with Catilda, I guess. I guess it makes no difference. I guess at this point, we're just trying to drain their clock as much as possible. Okay. That's so sick. Holy shit, that rules. What a sick kill. Okay, bring in some nonsense. Take out these ossifications. Let's destroy evil. Team nonsense. Hey, Phil. This card seems pretty awkward against that deck. Like, ASG demands removal spells. I guess if you have her in the yard, you force them to hold open Wandering Emperor or else they die. So, like, maybe a couple copies to discard to Restoration are actually pretty decent, but we don't want to go overboard because they're just pretty embarrassing to hardcast. What's the final cut? I don't really know. Maybe I'm meant to be keeping Weaver in. I'm not really sure. Very mediocre hand, but... Oh, touch the Spirit Realm. That's interesting. And just like save you from other removal spells too. I'm like pretty against the idea of casting Oblivion Ring against that deck. But it's possible the Flicker mode is still just good, and then sometimes the Oblivion Ring like saves you in a scenario where you just have to have it. I'm not sure I'm convinced, but wedding announcement's fine. Do this first because it attacks slightly better. Attacks as a 2/2. Pretty heinous mill. Got rid of 3 good cards and nothing that Restoration can get back. Might be a mistake. Now they can Loran it. And we don't get to draw a card off of it. Maybe I meant to wait and just play the companion this turn. So they can't Loran me meaningfully this turn. Or Petition versus Farewell. Yeah, that sounds kind of miserable to me. I just don't like Soul Petition. I don't think that card's very good. I think that card is like maybe okay exclusively in a Leah deck. And basically everywhere else, I just never want to touch it. Alright, we're going to attack before casting this. Maybe they're like more motivated to block if they think they can potentially keep us off attackers. Nah, that's never going to happen. They know we're going to have 4 attackers. I guess they just... Yeah, they are still going to block. Interesting. So they don't want to draw cards. They just want to keep our token off. Card. Play this commune. Alright, pretty good. pretty good. Currently have 3 enchantments. They cannot crew this, which is amazing for me. So this time we just attack all. Oh, then they can... As if we just attack with these two, I can put a counter on this. I like miss a damage. No, I just attack all and put a counter on this. Yeah, because they still only get to block one thing meaningfully anyway. Long creature, just get rid of commune. They only get to block one thing meaningfully, so they're probably just going to double block the green thing. Okay, this is fine. So this has me at 4 enchantments. Ooh, that's a very nice card. So next turn, we can return this. That gets us to 5, and then we can go 6, 7. So we can make our team flying and hit them for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is not, in fact, lethal. Interesting. So I'm just doing this. Drawing a couple cards. I really don't want to expose this Hallowed Haunting is the thing. Nice, that's such a good draw. Such a good draw. Like that, we have 7 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if this trades off, that means we can't go to the air next turn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this is currently a lethal board. So I guess I just don't attack, weirdly. So I can keep Hallowed Haunting lethal. Yeah, because we're going to have 7. Alright, they could have Wandering Emperor, I guess. And then they oh, it gives us Vigilance, right? Ooh, that's pretty nice against Wandering Emperor. Cool. Hey, no, it's going great. Going great. Yeah, the vigilance is really nice here. Far Commando. Yeah. Far Commando is certainly a card they could have. I also think it's not a card I'm interested in trying to play around. I think I just have to try and kill them here. I am playing the list that did well in the challenge recently. Commune and Right have both been impressive. We have Right's main. We have 2 Right's main, 1 board. And Right has been very impressive. Been very happy with that card. Commune has been like fine. I don't know. Lets you play less lands. Seems appealing in this deck. As it keeps you just flowing. Keeps you just flowing once the game goes long. Wandering Emperor. Exile your human. Cool. They do survive. Was there any way to beat that? I guess we could have communed for like... We don't have Weaver in the deck anymore. We couldn't commune for Weaver. I assume there was just like nothing there, right? Yeah. Well, I looked away and we got Farewelled, so that's fun. Oh, chat. Why does this happen? Okay. So I can go Naturalist, Haunting, Teachings. Just to like give me the best possible chance of killing them next turn. It is very frustrating to play against. For sure. Alright. I guess we just have to like cross our fingers, make as many bodies as possible. Oh, we've got a Rite of Harmony. Could be relevant. Alright, opponent, you have 3 creatures to deal with. That is certainly a way to deal with 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, flashbacked right last turn, draw some cards. Plays around like weird edge case scenarios. Hmm. I'm not sure either. Oh, we have 22 cards left in our deck. We're like almost ran out of relevant pieces of cardboard, kinda. Yeah, it definitely feels like this is a game I could have won with different lines. I don't know if that means we should have taken different lines, but... Yeah, Shigeki would be pretty nice here. Yep. Losing my mind. Fine, I'm gonna draw a card off Wedding Announcement too. We only have one fucking forest. Oh my god. Scream. It does give trample though. It might be good enough. Might be good enough. There is like a world in which we kill them next turn. No blocks. Yep. Good thing we didn't block. Four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. It appears they're about to die. We actually won this game. It's nice. Classic. +1/+1 and trample. Maybe just check this is actually default. Yeah, they have 7, 8, 9, 10. Even if they crew this, that's 11. And we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think it's exact. Just barely. 2, 3. I guess if they crew this way, they gain an extra 1. Right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool, we're not doing that, I guess. Oh, because of unevenly distributed toughnesses, that's true. Yeah, because there's a bunch of 2/2s. So it is lethal. Provided they don't draw into, like, removal of Loran. Cool. Alright, and now they have 5 minutes to win a game free. Yeah, the 1/1 isn't a valid single blocker, and everything just, like, lines up awkwardly. Everything having 2 toughness, I guess. Looking for that. Hi, Ganjo, I guess. Nope. Alright, good luck, opponent. Good luck winning a game in 5 minutes. I currently do not have MTG bot. I should really get around to adding it at some point soon. I'm like a little bit worried that this is the sort of hand that could conceivably lose a game in 5 minutes if we miss a land drop, but obviously I am keeping. Drew the 3rd land very skillfully. Right? Many a farmhand. Generally, I really like drawing cards of Wedding Announcement, but I guess here I just want to ensure I can attack for free. And so I really don't want to trade a visitor for their 2 farmhands particularly. Getting a token is probably fine. And next time we're like pretty guaranteed a divination one way or another. 72 drops. Our mana situation's so awkward this game, dear lord. I make this a 5/5, they can't meaningfully block. Or I could just make both of these free freeze. And then if they want to block, they lose free creatures. I'm already making a 5/5 is pretty awkward against removal. You make the token a free? Maybe I do this, and if they want to block, they want to kill the Generous Visitor, they lose their whole board. Yeah, full 4 and 2/2. Yeah, I think I like this. I think I'm pretty happy trading the Generous Visitor for all 4 blockers. Because then it's pretty likely we can still attack with 2 creatures next turn. Oh my god. This is something. Oh. Suddenly I don't want to attack with both creatures. Huh. Runaway is a silly deck sometimes. It's true. Cool. Get in there with the free. Draw 2 cards on end step. Kinda need to have a sweeper immediately. Even if they do, we have a million cards in hand. Free enchantments. Cool. Hallowed Haunting is not really a thing this turn. Sorry, yeah, Hallowed Haunting is not really a thing this turn. It feels weird, but if he just wants to, like, Rite of Harmony, they feel like the only world in which anything they do matters anymore is if they farewell us. Right? Yeah, maybe just Rights can bury them. Rights looked incredible in this match. Right has looked ludicrous. Like, if you just have 7 cards in hand all game long, suddenly Farewell doesn't matter as much. to put it lightly. Okay. Sure. Sure. You got a 1? I think I'm pretty happy to run this out. It gets me an untapped land next turn. You kind of just have to farewell me. I need to play fast. There's only a few minutes left. We have a lot of forests for Nissa, which is nice. That is less nice. Yep. Alright. Sorry. Wasting too much time here. Yeah, I need to play faster. Just gonna ramp to recover from a farewell. Do this. Do this. There you go. The thing is, they have to beat this Catilda. This Catilda is just threatening to kill them at any point if they don't have a Wandering Emperor open. We also have 6 enchantments, so we can just like send our things to the air next turn by playing a second Hallowed Haunting. I should have played this. Whatever. We can play this one from the yard now. Or yeah, I should have played this already. Whatever. Oh, fine. All right. Ganjo, sure. You still die? This is a bit too down to the wire for comfort. Dear God. Lethal? Alright, I feel like I made a million mistakes that match and we still beat mono white. Farewell just wouldn't have mattered that game. We just had 7 cards in hand all game long. I was sick. I was sick. This deck is very interesting. It was also getting potential new tools in the new set. I've been told there's a battle that's pretty good in this deck. Probably gonna have to play this one a bit more. The Nissa was actually relevant in that game too. Even like the smallest Nissa was still good enough. Anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out and watching, giving me company, lurking, subbing, all that good stuff. I will be back on Monday, most likely. I will likely be playing Standard. Although if the leagues feel like kind of soft or whatever, I might swap to other formats next week. We'll see.